Renault Magnum 480. After hitting the market, this model started a revolution in the design of truck cabins. This new creation has a flat floor and plenty of space. The cab is totally independent of the engine and the transmission, offering comfort and an excellent position to drive the truck. The cabin is 6.1 feet high, 7.7 feet wide, and 6.6 feet deep. All this without losing its style. A special design virtually divides the interior of the cabin into 4 zones. The first zone is the driver's seat with an air pillow, the center console, the steering wheel, and an adjustable beverage compartment. The second area is a living room with a swivel seat and a footrest. The third area is a dining room with a folding table, 2 seats, and a refrigerator. Finally, the fourth area is a bedroom with a bed at the top and a folding sofa at the bottom. The Renault Magnum 480 also includes an ideal ground floor for the driver to rest during long journeys. The truck doesn't look very spacious from the outside, but the creators of this vehicle have expanded the functionalities of the truck, allowing the person at the wheel to feel like the true owner of the road. Volvo VNL. The North American division of Volvo Trucks introduced the new VNL model in 2017. The new truck is available in several versions, including one with a 6-foot-long bedroom. The standard version of the Volvo VNL is equipped with a 13-litre Volvo D13 engine, while the daily version can be used with an 11-litre Volvo D11 engine. The vehicles of the VNL series also have LED headlamps, light and rain sensors, an airbag in the driver's seat, and a special cushion that protects the driver's head. The interior designers also introduced several improvements. For example, the instrument panel has been optimized with the addition of a 5-inch color screen. The optional multimedia system has its own 7-inch screen and includes GPS navigation, a rear camera, Bluetooth, and the system Apple CarPlay. Volvo also paid attention to the comfort inside the vehicle. The company offers 4 options for the bedroom design of the VNL series cab. The interior has curved built-in cabinets, as well as a fixed bed. The interior lighting uses LED technology. A special version of the VNL 760 and 860 models was shown for the first time, and has a completely aerodynamic kit, luxury wheels, more comfortable seats, and a refrigerator. Mercedes-Benz Actros. With over 700,000 models sold worldwide over the last 15 years, this truck is one of the most popular in the world. There are 7 different configurations for the cabin of the Mercedes-Benz Actros, 5 of them with a flat floor. 2 other models are equipped with a 7-inch tunnel for the motor. There are also 2 options for finish, elegant and domestic. The domestic version is equipped with handles with a wood effect, while the instrument panel has pieces of wood and a steering wheel covered with leather or wood and leather. In the more economical version, known as Classic Space, the work area and the rest area have different colours. This same division by colours is found in the passenger versions, which, like the Actros, have a mechanical hatch and a multifunctional steering wheel. The flat floor cabins also have a comfortable suspension, equipped with an electro-hydraulic tilting system. The extension doors and the lighting make the feet area more comfortable. The cabin also has additional elements, for example a compartment with a key on the windshield, the possibility of installing a safe, cabinets with movable drawers, and space for smaller objects and flexible shelves. Another useful option is the possibility of installing a refrigerator of 25 or 26 litres, located in the engine tunnel or under the bed. A 36-litre refrigerator can be installed on flat floor cab models. The space in the cabin is more than enough. Lone Star. These Harley-Davidson trucks offer a new level of functionality with original and radical differences compared to the usual trucks found in the United States. Much attention has been paid to the driver's comfort. The cabin is equipped with a large number of useful and necessary furniture, but without creating a feeling of excess in the interior. First, the work area and the rest area are divided by a wooden floor for sleeping. The bed has a lifting mechanism and a soft 47-inch Latoflex mattress. The soft mattress was created by medical experts, ensuring your safety and comfort. In addition, the cabin has comfortable swivel chairs and in some versions a double sofa bed. To amuse the user, the truck features a radio, a 17-inch LCD TV, a DVD player and a stereo system with 11 speakers, a subwoofer and an amplifier. On the other hand, the cab can be equipped with a mini refrigerator, a retractable office desk with laptop connections and other office equipment. The Lone Star HD version has unique elements, for example, headlights similar to those used on motorcycles. However, this is not the only similarity with bikes. The Lone Star HD truck has Harley-Davidson logos everywhere. Moreover, it has 24.5-inch wheels with nut-shaped elements fixed with screws and anodized aluminium straps. The vehicle also has a round exhaust pipe with a diameter of 7 inches. In general, when creating the Lone Star HD trucks, special attention was given to creating an original look with a unique and unrepeatable image. To achieve that, techniques and elements generally used in the creation of handmade vehicles were used. For example, dials with visors can be seen on the instrument panel. At the same time, the appearance and design of the truck, despite its originality, follow international security standards.
Power Wheels F-150. The car that you see on the screen is designed for young car enthusiasts from the age of 3 to 7 years. On the outside, the Power Wheels F-150 repeats every little detail of the SUV Ford F-150. Like a real off-roader, it has increased cross-country ability. Unlike many other toy electric vehicles, the Power Wheels F-150 is able to ride on wet grass and hard and uneven surfaces safely and without shaking. In order for the child to feel as if he were behind the wheel of a real car, an FM radio is built into the small dashboard, and there's an MP3 connector. Two kids can simultaneously use this car. The driver's and passenger seats are equipped with seatbelts as well. To ensure that parents don't worry about the young car enthusiasts, the car is equipped with parental control, which is used to set the speed and control the brakes. It's noteworthy that the Power Wheels F-150 has two operating modes. In the first mode, it develops a speed of up to 4 km per hour, and in the second one, it accelerates up to 8. You can buy this kid's car starting at $370. Toyota Komat. This concept car was shown at the Tokyo Toy Show in 2014. The manufacturer calls it a car for children of all ages. Its main task is to prove that cars are not only beautiful, but also interesting. With this project, Toyota hopes to draw potential designers and engineers into the automotive world. The main feature of the
More carrots. Don't tear it. More carrots. Where's Garrett?
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Here it come from the west side. The left side. The right brain drives me insane. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie to me.
Volkswagen Beetle Herbie. This children's car was inspired by the famous sports beetle Herbie, the protagonist of such films as Herbie Fully Loaded and The Love Bug. This is an exact copy of the Volkswagen Beetle. It is noteworthy that although a child can use the car, it's equipped with an impressive engine with a capacity of 6.5 horsepower. Thanks to it, the car is able to reach speeds of up to 40 km per hour. Among other interesting features, the car has brakes and shock absorbers on each wheel. In other words, despite its modest size in comparison with other cars, the mini Volkswagen Beetle Herbie is able to perform its main standard function, the transport of passengers. Two children can be accommodated inside, or a child with an adult. It's worth noting that the creator doesn't recommend letting children less than 6 years old to travel without the supervision of the adults. This car is able to give a young car lover an invaluable driving experience, because it has brakes, lights and rearview mirrors. In short, absolutely everything you'd need to feel like you're driving a real car. By the way, according to the creator, he tried to make the toy Herbie look as much as possible similar to the original. Even the numbers are identical. Mercedes-Benz Kid. The lineup of children's electric vehicles from the company Mercedes-Benz has a fairly large number of models. Among them, there are the S63 and the V8 that cost about $360. The remote control makes pastime fun not only for children, but also for adults. Parents can ride their kids in the car, controlling its movements, or allowing the child to ride it independently, at the same time to monitor them and ensure their safety. Such cars are designed for children from 2 to 5 years old. The remarkable features include operable doors and a trunk, a built-in MP3 player and an MP3 connector. The control is simple and intuitive, even for the smallest of kids. Mini McLaren P1. The car that you see on the screen was modelled after the famous hybrid McLaren P1. The electric car is designed for children up to 6 years of age, and despite its modest size, is equipped with the latest technology. There's air conditioning, an audio system, and even a functioning backlight. The Mini McLaren can accelerate up to 5 km per hour in just 2 seconds. Apart from its size, this compact model differs from the current McLaren car for its capacity and cost. The toy is designed for only 1 passenger and has a ridiculous price compared to its prototype. The model hit the market in the fall of 2016, and you can buy a Mini McLaren P1 for about $500. Mini Truck. The world of toy electric cars pleases buyers not only with passenger cars. This is a real toy truck, one of the cars in the line designed for 2 children. Some especially large models have a roomy enough cabin where it can even fit an adult. The toy model is equipped with a horn so that the child can get used to the role of the driver and feel at the wheel of a real truck. Most of these models are produced in Brazil, and unfortunately we couldn't find out their price. The Tesla Model S for kids. 2 companies have worked together to create this toy car, Radio Flyer and Tesla. The manufacturer claims that this is their first and only car, which uses a unique lithium-ion battery for transportation. It provides the model with a large power reserve and allows it to quickly recharge. Unlike other similar cars which need about 8 hours to charge up, the Tesla Model S takes only 3 hours for full charge. It's noteworthy that the charging connector is in the same place as the fuel filler cap of an ordinary car. That is, the process looks like real refueling. It's worth noting that the childish Tesla Model S is similar to the adult car, and it's even equipped with a special protective cover. The only difference, of course, is the size. In the luggage compartment of the car there's a button that shifts the gears, and therefore the model is suitable even for the smallest of riders, as well as for older kids. On the first gear the car accelerates to 5 km an hour, on the second almost to 10 km per hour. You can buy this car for your kid for $600. Regret it.
E-motion butterflies. These robotic butterflies not only resemble their real-life relatives, but can mimic their behavior. Thanks to a series of GPS sensors located in the perimeter of flight, and to a series of infrared cameras, the butterflies can orient themselves in space and avoid any obstacle. In the belly of each robot there is an infrared marker. And the E-motion butterflies monitor the movements of their friends and don't crash in the air. The weight of each butterfly is only 32 grams, and the movement is possible thanks to 2 servo motors and a pair of small batteries. The wingspan reaches 20 inches, and watching these animals fly is a complete pleasure. Bionicopter. The German company Festo has presented its most recent creation, a dragonfly robot known as Bionicopter. Mini. This 4-legged robot can move in such a way that its head remains in the same position. The weight of the robot is almost 55 pounds. The module with the head, which is actually a mechanical hand, adds to the weight of the robot another 10 pounds. The developers say that the robot's capable of running on the built-in batteries for about an hour and a half, depending on the type of tasks performed. To orientate the robot uses a series of sensors that scan the world around, cameras that calculate the distance, and a gyroscope. It's worth noting that Spot Mini is a fully electric robot. It doesn't have any kind of hydraulic mechanisms, and all the joints are moved with the help of conductors. Cheetah Robot. The Cheetah Robot has the technology to run like a true cheetah. Among other things, this robot can change the position of its back to increase the length of its steps and speed up. The Cheetah robot was tested on a treadmill. The power source was a hydraulic pump. Also used were devices that help the robot maintain balance. Currently, the Cheetah robot is not ready to compete against a real cheetah, which can reach up to 70 miles per hour. However, the engineers hope to achieve that one day to match the real prototype. For now, the robot's capable of traveling at 18 miles per hour. Bionic ants. Another creation of the company Festo, bionic ants the size of a human hand. The objective of this project is the creation of mechanisms with a collective intellect, which will allow them to work in the factories of the future, fulfilling diverse tasks. The ants have been printed using 3D technology and have a plastic body and an electronic interior. 6 mechanical legs joined with porcelain conductors are capable of performing various activities with minimal energy expenditure. In the head of each of the ants there's a stereo camera that allows the insect to define its position and the position of the object with which it must work. Temperature sensors allow the ant to create an image of the world around it, and they can also talk to each other using wireless technology. Aqua penguin. Like a real penguin, aqua penguins have an aerodynamic shape, perfect to save energy. The force of movement of its wings allows them to maneuver independently in narrow areas. Aqua penguins can find their way in a body of water and move independently. With the aid of a 3D sonar that mimics that of the real penguins, they can communicate with the world around them and with other bionic penguins. A completely new feature in the world of robotics is the torso of the penguins, which can move in any direction. With quick and accurate regulation, aqua penguins can swim in groups without crashing, controlling depth, pressure, temperature, and stability. Robot Dragonfly. TechJet Dragonfly has a Wi-Fi module and is equipped with more than 20 sensors. You can control the actions and movements of the robot using your smartphone or your laptop, thanks to an application available on Google Play in the App Store. The user of this robot can enjoy its aerodynamic wings, its patented 4-wing mechanism, its brushless motor, and its polymer lithium battery. TechJet Dragonfly has borrowed from insects not only the shape of its wings, but the size, about 6 inches long. The weight of the robot is 1 ounce and works thanks to a lithium battery of 250 mAh, which guarantees between 8 and 10 minutes of gliding, and between 25 and 30 minutes of flight. The robot can carry up to 20 sensors for all kinds of applications. Bionic Kangaroo. The Bionic Kangaroo project until recently had been kept secret, but recently the company Festo has shown the public its robot, which mimics the jumping of a kangaroo, including its most complex mechanism, using the power of one jump to perform the next one. The Bionic Kangaroo uses this principle with the aid of springs that recover the mechanical energy of the landing and release it when making the next jump. The robot is 3.2 feet tall and weighs 15 pounds. In addition, it's capable of jumping 2.6 feet horizontally and 1.3 vertically.
DS Aero Sport Lounge. At the beginning of 2020, the French automaker Groupe PSA showed some ideas about how their coupe cars may look like in the future. The fact is, at the moment, the range of the brand simply doesn't include crossovers longer than 4.8 meters, but they'd like to fix that. So, they decided to conduct experiments with their youngest brand, DS Automobiles. Thus, they presented to the world an electric concept known as the DS Aero Sport Lounge. Everything in it is striking, from the specifications to the appearance and the design of the interior. The car was fitted with a 680 horsepower engine, which allows reaching 100 km per hour in 2.8 seconds. The battery, with a capacity of 110 kilowatt hours, offers a power reserve of 650 kilometers. The radiator grille was replaced with a screen too. Also, great attention was paid to the aerodynamic shape of the vehicle. Even the 23-inch diameter wheels were designed to minimize air drag. In the cabin, you'll find unusually shaped seats and a fancy dashboard that looks like a completely empty surface clad with satin cotton. The information is projected on it. Also, according to the idea, an AR projection will be displayed on the windshield. BMW Vision M Next. The next concept vehicle came from the sports car world. According to the developers, the Vision M Next from BMW was created to answer the following question: how will digital technology affect the driving experience in the future? The answer turned out to be pretty simple. It will make every trip more vivid and exciting. The design elements were borrowed from legendary cars such as the BMW Turbo and the BMW i8. The appearance of the concept car is catchy and features sports car proportions. The internal systems of the car provide assistance on the road. They analyze the situation around the vehicle and provide important information all at the right time. The gull-wing doors use facial recognition systems to unlock. It took a total of 18 months to create the concept. The Vision Citroën 1919. The launch of this electric concept was timed to mark the centenary of Citroën. The developers claimed that they wanted to create a vehicle that offers passengers maximum comfort. The result is the Citroën 1919, which is basically a lounge area on wheels. Smart suspension creates a magic carpet effect. The movement is smooth, as if you were gliding over the road in the air instead of driving on it. Another important feature is the outstanding power reserve, 800 kilometers. The maximum speed is 200 kilometers per hour. A personal electronic assistant is responsible for the safety and convenience of driving, interacting with the driver and passengers. If you wish, you can even let go of the steering wheel at any moment, and the autonomous driving system will continue on its own. The body resembles a transparent capsule. The shape of the cabin is round too. The large wheels, 930mm in diameter, are also striking to the eye. The rubber extending over the rims reduces the amount of noise produced. Instead of the usual front passenger seat as well, there is a lounge chair. The rear seat was replaced by a comfortable compartment. The dashboard turns into a projection screen, convenient for watching videos. Mimic. This is a project of the Russian industrial designer Roman Dolchenko from Moscow. He wanted to create an unusual vehicle that would stand out from the crowd. The result is a rather peculiar motorcycle with a closed, streamlined and minimalistic body. Unfortunately, there's no information about the technical specifications, as the project is still under development. So far, only the outer shell is mostly ready. Hyundai Elevate. Not all concepts that are shown to the world are for private use only. For example, this is Elevate, a project by Hyundai, which could potentially bring a lot of benefits. It was first shown at the CES show in early 2019. It doesn't look like a car in the usual sense of the word. It's rather a car body with robotic legs instead of wheels. The advantages are obvious. Elevate can overcome any obstacles and can move on any surface. This in turn means that the car is ideal for search and rescue operations and humanitarian missions. It will be able to deliver help to remote, inaccessible places. It could also be used to transport people with disabilities. The car is raised to the door level, making access easier, so the wheelchair can simply ride in. Bell Nexus. Here is another piece of equipment, also presented at CES 2019. This is a concept for a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Nexus by Bell Helicopter is somehow reminiscent of a helicopter. It is about the same size, so it can still land on helipads. This vehicle is being developed so that in the future, people could travel by air within the city, so it's a bit like a flying taxi. That means that it should be quieter, more comfortable, and safer than a traditional helicopter. The speed is about 240 km per hour. The carrying capacity is 450 kilograms. The cockpit is designed for 4 passengers and a pilot. It's noteworthy that by 2020, the concept has changed slightly. At CES 2020, an updated model was displayed. This is known as the Nexus 4EX. It has lost 2 propellers now, and now features only 4 instead of 6. Thanks to this change, the aircraft's energy efficiency has been improved. Also, since the vehicle's designed for short flights, up to 100 kilometers, it was decided to make the updated version electric. The Bee. The idea of compact, unmanned electric taxis is becoming more and more popular every year, so it's not surprising that different companies strive to conquer this niche, introducing their concepts to the world. For example, Bee is the brainchild of the German company Continental AG. This vehicle has become a visualization of how the brand sees the safe, green, smart mobility of the future. It's noteworthy that the name is not a reference to bees, but an acronym that stands for Balanced Economy and Ecology. The maximum speed is 60 km per hour, while the power reserve is 350 km. The interior is designed for 2 passengers. The video shows how we could use the vehicle. Call a bee using the app to get to the right place without interrupting your activities. Audi Q4 e-tron. The last vehicle on today's list stands out from the rest because it's not just a concept. At the end of 2020, Audi showed the world a series version of the Q4 e-tron, which allows to imagine the future of cars. However, we are interested first of all in the concept. This is a compact 4-door crossover measuring 4.5 meters in length. Under the hood, there are 2 electric engines delivering a total of 306 horsepower. Amazingly, it goes from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.3 seconds, which is quite a lot, given that it's almost a series crossover. The maximum speed is 180 km per hour. The battery, with a capacity of 82 kilowatt-hours, sits under the floor. It gives the vehicle a power reserve of 450 kilometers, which is a new standard in the class.
Technology has really come a long way, and a great way to see it is through the creation of robots. We've all played with remote-controlled cars at some point, and a lot of us today have drones. These pretty much represent the basic concept of robotics. They are machines that perform tasks as they follow our instructions. But what we see in stores doesn't even compare to what is happening inside the labs around the world. Every day, groups of engineers come together trying to find ways to develop further robotic projects, but a lot of them are inspired by things in nature. On that note, today I'll be showing you 10 amazing robotic animals. Some of them can be easily mistaken for a real animal. And stay tuned all the way to number 1 and see how far technology has come. Number 10. Smart Bird.
Take your seatbelts on. Maybe we try it once to fly Smart Bird.
The Smart Bird is an ornithopter, which is pretty much an aircraft with flapping wings. It was designed by Festo's Bionic Learning Network. The Smart Bird can take off, fly, and land by itself, which makes it a very autonomous robot. It's one of the robots that best imitates the flight of real birds. Its wings, in fact, not only flap, but can even twist. An electrical motor in its body allows its wings to move in a vertical way. When you look at it, the Smart Bird can fly almost as perfectly as an actual bird. From afar, you might think it's even a real one. The Smart Bird is a robot that can help researchers understand the bird's flight better, and even improve the way in which airplanes can be designed. It can also help in the further development of drone technology and other flying robots in the future. Number 9. The Bionic Ant. The Smart Bird is not the only robot that Festo has created. They are actually one of the leading companies in the development of robotic animals. Next on this list, I have another one of Festo's creations, a swarm of bionic ants. These ants that are 13 centimeters long have been designed like real ants, not only in the outside, but also in their behavioral patterns. These ants can communicate with each other to carry on tasks as a community. They come up with a small camera within the eye region and some monitors which allow them to move and perform. They have 2 batteries that allow them to function wirelessly for up to 40 minutes. If the battery runs out, they can step on the dock and recharge through their antennas. Number 8. The Bionic Copter.
The dragonfly can recharge the battery by eating 200 flies, Peter.
And, once again, another creation by Festo. I really want to introduce you to other companies, but the team at Festo is just so good at making robotic animals and the such. The Bionicopter is one of the most efficient flying robots due to the fact that it is more maneuverable than the others. It's also known as the Dragonfly robot. Although with a body of 19 inches long, it's quite larger than the real insect. However, this robot moves its wings just like the creature that inspired it. This robot can fly to the front or the back and make an abrupt stop in midair. The Bionicopter is a great example of what wireless communication can become. This robot can follow commands in real time thanks to its sensors that allow it to assess its surroundings at the same time it receives instructions. This robot is not only smart and efficient, but also very good looking. Its body is covered in blue polyester, which makes it a very beautiful and elegant robot. Number 7. The Bionic Kangaroo.
See here the Bionic Kangaroo, which is inspired by the real...
When you think of kangaroos, the first thing that might come to your mind is Australia. But also the way they jump from place to place. Maybe kick. And have their young in their pouch. Okay, there's a lot of things here. With the Bionic Kangaroo, the creators have implemented a mechanism of repercussion that allows the robot to recover, store, and use energy with every jump. Just like a real one. The Bionic Kangaroo is smaller than the real one, and is controlled through an armband that tracks the arm gestures of its bearer so the kangaroo knows where and when to hop. This robot, however, is not meant for you to have at home, so don't expect to see it in stores yet. Festo designed it with the hopes of finding ways to use energy more efficiently in the creation of new tools. Since having a pet kangaroo is not really a thing, I do hope they sell this robot to us one day. Number 6. Butterfly Robots. The Butterfly Robots, also made by Festo, are one of the lightest robots in existence. They only weigh 32 grams, which is as light as a light bulb. That includes a set of batteries that allows them to stay on for 15 minutes, and a GPS system that helps coordinate their flight. They are kept and tracked in a room with 10 cameras that monitors and guides their flight, which is pretty impressive. They say you can easily mistake one of these robots for a real one even. The creation of butterfly robots opens the way for the creation of small, light, and efficient robotic structures. Festo is really down to create some impressive stuff. Seriously though, is there going to be any other company on this list that isn't Festo? Well, let's find out. Number 5. Spot the Commercial Robot. Oh hey, what do you know, it's not Festo for the first time, this is Boston Dynamics. Alongside Festo, Boston Dynamics is another company responsible for the creation of robots that make us feel like we're about to enter the Terminator era. They developed the Spot Mini, now called Spot, which is a dog-like robot able to perform tasks for its owners. It can climb stairs and move through very narrow spaces where someone wouldn't be able to. It has a set of cameras and sensors that allow it to move through different terrains while avoiding different obstacles and people. Spot is also resistant to harsh weather conditions, and it even has a crash protection system that keeps it safe. More importantly, Spot is one of the first robotic animals with such features to go into the marketplace. Its price, however, does vary. They say it's pretty much like buying a car. You can either buy just a bare-bones structure you can customize, or you can get a fully functional version to which you don't have to put a lot of work in. However, don't expect Spot to walk to your fridge and hand you a beer or change the oil of your car with just the push of a button. Spot owners need to understand what they want in order to program the robot accordingly. Don't think of it as just a robotic pet. It's honestly more of a project. Number 4. Snakebot. Snakes are probably some of the scariest animals out there, but when it comes to the world of robotics, snakes are proven to be very useful and friendly. On this list, I'm not going to choose a specific type of snakebot, but instead I'll introduce you to them as a whole. After all, they all share some common features that make them unique amongst other robots. Snakebots can be as big as a 4-story building, which is the case of one developed by Syntef. Or they can be small and thin enough to enter tissues in the human body, like the medical snakebot developed by Carnegie Mellon University. What these robots have in common is that their ability to get through narrow spaces and transform their bodies to perform their tasks. They are built in chains with independent skills, which allow them to keep functioning even if a part of their body gets damaged. Number 3. Cheetah Robot. Cheetahs are known to be the fastest animals in the world, reaching speeds of about 110 to 120 kilometers per hour and keeping it steady for up to 500 meters. It comes as no surprise that the robotic equivalent is also a very fast robot. The Cheetah robot, developed at the labs of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, can reach a speed of about 45 kilometers per hour. Although it might not be as fast as a real cheetah, it is faster than Usain Bolt, the fastest man on Earth. The Cheetah robot is equipped with sensors that allow it to assess its environment and avoid any obstacles. During lab tests, the Cheetah robot has been able to identify and jump over a series of multiple obstacles of 40 centimeters high, which are double the size of the robot. Heck, it doesn't even need cameras to accomplish that. This robot has always been able to plan its jumps and adjust accordingly, even when it was only a meter away from the obstacle. It seems like this is not only a fast robot, but also a very smart one. Now it's time for the day's best pick. Today's picture is one of a fascinating bird robot, a very colorful and elegant robotic willy wagtail. Its captivating metallic colors and sharp wings make it look like a bird from the future, and I'd definitely like to have one of these in my backyard. While this amazing robot seems like the kind of robot you'd like to have at home, this robot is not real. It's only a Photoshop work of art by an Australian artist named Anthony Hersey. That guy is actually pretty talented. It's through works like these that robotic engineers can envision their future creations before starting to work on them. However, at the top of the list, I have 2 robots that definitely make me wonder what the future of robotics will look like. Number 2. Miro. Miro, which is an acronym for Marine Intelligence Robot, is a South Korean invention by the company Aero Inc. This fish robot has 2 motors and multiple sensors that will allow it to swim in all directions and can dive as deep as 50 meters underwater. This robot is so intelligent that it can swim next to sharks without any issue. The Miro fish has been seen performing stunts like moonwalk swimming and LED light self-luminance. This fish has been shown at different events throughout Asia with an array of customizable skins. The technology behind Miro is so impressive that with 10 hours per charge, its battery lasts longer than in other robots. Although Miro is a big step in the world of artificial intelligence, this robot can also be remote controlled with a camera attached to it.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. BBC Spy Robots.
When I started filming The Spies, we just had a video camera, and that was the very start of video cameras. HD cams had just come in.
Technology has made huge advancements over the last couple of years, but no other robot on this list compares to the one used by the BBC and other major networks to spy on wild animals. For decades, animatronics have been used in film and television for the sake of special effects and to recreate moments that would be impossible to film with a real animal. These kinds of examples are those scenes where the shark attacks people in Jaws, or those birds that came to visit Mary Poppins back in 1964. However, animatronics have also made possible for documentary filmmakers to get closer to the animals and spy on their world. That's something that would be impossible if the filmmaker were to casually step into their habitat with a camera. It all started a while ago when director John Downer decided to hide a camera inside a moving rock to spy on a pride of lions. He called this rock the Boulder Cam, and the idea was reproduced on many occasions. It was no longer just a camera inside a rock, but a camera inside a robotic animal. He was even able to catch some dolphins getting high on the toxins of a pufferfish. All these events would have been hard to capture otherwise, as these are moments that the animals like to share in their intimacy, far away from humans. Does that just mean we're creepers as humans, then? Either way, today the world of spy robots has reached a whole new level by bringing together the worlds of biology, zoology, arts, and robotics to create animal robots that look exactly the same as the real ones. Animals are often very smart at distinguishing real from robot animals, but the latest efforts have made robots look as real as they can be and can easily blend with their surroundings. Thanks to these spies, we can now study and understand animals even better. What are your thoughts on robotic animals? Would you like to own one? Do you think they're necessary? Let us know in the comment section down below. With all that said and done, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Later, everybody.